Hello. There we go. RTX voice still has a few kinks to work out there. Morning, Rob. How was your weekend? GBTC, what's Bitcoin doing this morning? Took a big dump on the weekend, so good and bad? Oh, I'm sorry about the bad. Okay. Bitcoin stabilized XRP and ETH on a tear. Fair enough, buddy. I think they're using this market to buy more alts. Crazy, crazy markets. Crazy market. Super good though. All right. So, what's going on today? Let's go check out Kids Bow and Arrows or investors.com. We'll start with investors.com. We'll do bows and arrows later. Eli Lilly up after a drug for coronavirus, apparently. All right, NIO looks like it's starting off pretty good today. Soxel, Roku, AVTR, our new friend, starting off good. Nasdaq up about 1%. IVR and Win lower. Snap, Kodak, LVS, Mongo, Pays, Huya's break even. What's up, Ellie? Good morning. Not ready for Monday. Too much going on down there for me to click effectively. Let's go to global watch list for a second. Riot blockchain, 8%. NAO is still in a range. Looks like another boring morning, although the NASDAQ appears to be getting healthier. We appear to be trying to go back into an uptrend. We'll see what happens up here at the highs, which were super close to the highs. We're about 58 points away, 59, 57 points away. So we'll see what happens up here. We've been kind of creeping our way up. We never went much lower. We just kind of stagnated for longer periods of time. What's up, Andrew? Lavago doing good. Apple up another 2%. Just going. Just going. Microsoft, nah. So there's something called the rule of large numbers, Andrew, which is why Tesla is such a great investment. The rule of large numbers states bananas down 3%. Yeah, it's already massive, exactly. It's hard to move it's hard to move Microsoft, Amazon, and Apple with a single thing. Usually what it takes is, well, almost nothing, but it takes something fundamental to the core of the business. TikTok to Microsoft is like LinkedIn to Microsoft. You look at the chart, you're like, where did Microsoft buy LinkedIn? Because I don't even know. But no event on this chart tells you, you know, Microsoft's made some acquisitions. It's kind of like Apple. It's not exactly like Apple going into self-driving cars, because if Apple did make cars successfully, they could be pretty big, similar to Tesla. But still, when you look at Tesla's market cap at, 250 to 300 billion, Apple's got a 1.6 trillion, so it's only 20% of the market cap, and it's not going to move the boat. They're not even going to let TikTok be acquired. Actually, I read an article, I'm not sure if it was true or not, that said Trump was going to ban TikTok in the US. Yeah, I know. Well, I guess my general point was that the Tesla numbers are small, so the rule of large numbers the rule of large numbers works in Tesla's favor, whereas Apple and Microsoft and Google are huge companies, so the rule of large numbers works against them. Microsoft looking pretty good here, though. Speaking of Microsoft, good pocket, and it's not quite a pocket pivot. Earnings day was kind of a red day. I guess pre-earnings day was kind of a red day. All right, 1.1 for the Nasdaq. Not bad. NIO 5% space. Roku looking good this morning. Good volume. I like that. Unfortunately, earnings is coming up in a couple of days. Soxel, DocuSign working great. All right, so DocuSign yesterday, Friday, had a beautiful morning, gave it all up, and then came all the way back. Came all the way back, and now running today. So this looks like it's a good time for, or Peloton? I thought I clicked DocuSign. Well, DocuSign looks almost the same thing. So DocuSign and Peloton right now both kind of moving up. Hopefully that's going to continue there. It's like Tesla's up 2% or so. I don't know if the market stays healthy. I'm not sure if Tesla's pulled back to 1,000. I'm just not convinced. Not convinced. Oh, the funny thing, Ethereum. I was thinking about jumping in Ethereum instead of Bitcoin. Looks like that would have been a good idea. Up 16% today versus GBTC. Probably only like it's gonna be flattish. No, you don't want. Oh, fire type the right symbol in. There we go. Oh, it's exactly flat. Wow, it's funny to say flat and it be exactly flat. That's what Bitcoin's been doing though lately is basically flat. Really, altcoins have been the driver as of late, and for whatever reason, Ellie, you still got that XRP? How did you get that entry? You're still holding that 17, you son of a bitch. That's amazing. Good job. That's crazy. Like after all the gobbledygook going on with XRP, I guess kind of a big inverted head and shoulders, something like that. Goodbye though. Yeah, most of the cryptos are having a good day today, which means gold's probably having a good day today. It's sitting up there. I don't know. I don't buy that, Ellie. I don't buy it. I think you're not giving us the whole thing. So that's what I think. I think you're I think you're holding back. I think you subconsciously s saw what I just said and made a decision. Or you're secretly a super trader that is hiding stuff from us, which I don't appreciate. We need the key to the riches, Ellie. The key to the riches. Soxel 4.5%. Boom, another new high for Soxel. See, told you. Knew you had something. All right. Yeah, that's what happens when you hang out with Musk and the aliens. All right, 1.12 for the Nasdaq. Peloton, 3%. Looks like we're trying to breach that high right there. Go Peloton. Doing pretty good. DocuSign, looking good too. Extending after consolidation. Keep on going. NIO 6%. I'm on the fence on NIO. I like it. I like it. Don't know if I want to jump in yet though. You're wild. Oh, is that what that was yesterday? That makes a lot more sense now because yesterday our sun was flat out red and there was like a light haze over the entire everything. Um, Arizona wildfire smoke. That's not what I'm looking for. Anyway, purple haze over Arizona. No, that's 2014. Yeah, it looks just like that all day long. And that was you, Rob? I see how it is. There you go. Smoke from California wildfire. Wow. Yeah, stop smoking so much weed, Rob. Dang, the heat rat. Okay, this has nothing to do with the smoke, but it's pretty cool. All right, come on, show me the damn. All right, come on. Yeah, whatever. Orange tinted sky on Sunday morning. Smoke from a California wildfire, 300 miles west of Phoenix. Oh, yeah, we got that. That must barely, barely be inside of California. Apple fire. Yes, but I don't think it's. Rob, are you smoking your iPhone again? God damn it. How many times do we have to tell you? Let me look outside here. Still decently hazy. The funny thing is, I woke up in the morning and I looked at my wall and it was red. And I'm like, why is my wall red? I looked outside and it was all hazy and the sun was just like a burnt red color. And then I look at my phone, it says clear skies today. I'm like, huh? Thanks, Apple weather. I bet, Andrew, yeah. I think you guys still have those, right? I think you're starting to export it. You're like, let's make the fires an export of Australia now. Yeah, well, you can keep your exports. Arizona doesn't want any more fires. So Arizona, speaking of things not stock related, NIO 8%, looking pretty good here. Do I have an NIO trade lined up? I'm kind of waiting for this thing to curl back up. I don't have one lined up. Nasdaq 1.26, Genus 13, Soxel up, Roku, Peloton. Okay, slowly working healthy. Yeah, that's fair, Andrew. Well, our dollar's weakening, so that's going to get more expensive for us. Yeah, so actually in Arizona, we actually have an invasive plant that is crazy. This little fucker right here called the stink net. Looks kind of cool, but Our wildfire season in Arizona, I think it's basically due to this thing. It is everywhere. So picture like the Arizona desert and then filled in with this stuff. It's just everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. There's got to be billions and billions of plants just in Maricopa County, and it is making everything burn. Doctor, yeah, well, yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, it's on the noxious weed list in January. So all of that is stinking it. It's the whole thing. It's crazy. Don't you give me data still loading. Thunderbird Park, that's decently close to my house. No, it won't show up. But anyway, yeah, so it's all we get. Oh, there we go. There's a good example. That's what I was hoping for. There's a good example right there. This is like so there's some homes in the background. It's just a field. Used to be you had a couple of bushes, a couple of little things. Now it's like 70% covered of this stinking head bush that's all dried out. So wherever there like a little fire would pop up over here, it burns all this crap and then gets all this stuff. So we've actually had some fires pretty close to my house, within 10 miles, which had never happened before, and I think it's due to this stupid little bush. Yeah. All right, ETH going up, BTC going up, XRP going up a little bit more. Actually, pretty nice. All right, 1.5 for the Nasdaq. Tesla's up 3. Yep. NIO's up. Soxel, INSG. There you go. Earnings coming out, unfortunately, but 8.5. Good volume this morning on INSG. Remember our volume the other day on that big breakout day? There you go. Working good. NAO not doing too bad. Peloton looks like it's making its way to the upper echelons. A little bit of bobble this morning. Still like DocuSign doing good. BEP still having a horrible day. WFT with ADT. What's ADT doing? Oh, dang. I guess. Holy ADT. What the flood? Oh my God. Google to invest 450 million to create home security offerings. Son of a bitch. 6.6% stake in ADT. Wow, 82% higher today? Dang. I feel like this move's about 5 years too late. I should be CEO of that company. I did tell you, Rob, you didn't see it? Yeah, it's right. Yeah, I posted it. I posted it in the Slack stocks. Oh, dang, sorry. Sorry, see, I didn't hit the send button. Damn it. I had it, but I forgot to hit send. I'm sorry. I got distracted. I'll have to double check that next time. Just make sure you hit enter, Randy. Come on. Well, don't involve yourself in anything other than ADT. Google's not investing in all these other ones. Those are just stupid pump plays. Like, what does this mean for ADT? They're already a really big company. I think they have several billion in Profits or revenue. Yeah, sales 5 billion. They're big. 6.5 billion, so it's not cash of 15 cents over, so they don't have a ton of cash. They're going to buy 6%. That could be good. The problem is ADT is just horrible. I hate ADT. So I've done low voltage for 15 years. ADT, they just do security, but they'll lock people in 3, 4, 5 year contracts, just really, really long contracts, and people don't even really tell them. No one reads the fine print. So they'll say something, they'll sign the contract, they'll be locked in, and then here, as emphasized by their gross margin of 72%, they're just a shisty company. I just don't like them. Yeah, I just don't like them at all. I mean, it makes sense Google would partner with the biggest, but I don't know. Maybe Google's getting a little bit more evil since their logo now says, or doesn't say "Don't be evil." Used to say that. But yes, I mean 6%, 6.6% share in ADT. I don't even know, they're gonna have to issue new shares for that or something because they don't even have enough float, it looks like, for them to issue 6%. Did hedge funds make the right call on ADT? What does that mean? Huh. Yeah, they must have a good dividend or something. What are they doing with all that stupid cash? Yeah. And look at this garbage. Operating margin of 72%, profit margin of negative 12%. How much of an idiot do you have to be to waste 72% margin? That's ridiculous. That's first day of business school. All right, guys, if you have a 72% margin, make sure you're losing profit at the end of the day. It's like, oh, okay. This school's easy. So, and with a one, how do you have a 72% margin and a 1% dividend? It's ridiculous. So, speaking about law of large numbers, Andrew, Google investing in ADT, it's like, what? What does Google get out of that? An extra 1 billion annually in sales? Doesn't make any sense. See, now Google's doing it's moves like that don't give me a lot of confidence in some of these other companies. See, there's Google. Google actually hasn't really had the best go of it as of late. Really lagging behind a little bit. I mean, they're big, they make money and stuff, so they have staying power due to those factors, but they're just placeholder tech at this stage, unfortunately. All right, NAO still doing pretty good up here, 7%. DocU now taking lead, 3.48%. Peloton not super far behind, holding there nicely as DocU continues an extension. Although volume not necessarily that good, but it's not bad. Roku Match.com at the bottom. Snap. Apparently, people stopped using social media. Sorry, guys. No more social media. It was canceled. MongoDB down. IVR looking brutal. Looking brutal. Hurling its way back down to lows. Not not what you want to see. Starbucks, which was working its way towards a long-term turnaround, hanging out. So Nasdaq up 1.34 is good though. Can't argue too much with that. So even if you don't have an individual name, the Nasdaq or the TQQQ for triple the Nasdaq, usually the place to be. And that's generally usually the place to be. So not too bad at all. Like I said, we'll see what happens up at the highs, and we're knocking on the door. We're just under 20 points away from the highs in the Nasdaq. We've seen distribution in that area. And looking at the names that are up today, I can't say it looks like a huge red bull market, or sorry, huge red, not everything's red, but the names that are up like Genus, NIO, INSG, Soxil, BLFS, can't count Soxil though, BLFS, GMed, Nikola, not necessarily the best. They're not giving us their best and their brightest. So I'll just give it to you that way. But, we're not going to bet against it. So later, Andrew. Law of large numbers. Talk to your economics professor about that one. Have a good one. So yeah, 1.25 for the Nasdaq's good. NIL looks like it wants to curl its way back up. Soxel, DocuSign looks really good. My buddy Peloton pulling back a little bit. RH is up 3.4. Okay, so they're starting their run out. All my options are expired. That's good. Well, actually, if we use our tools at hand, we could probably get, I guess, loosely an idea. I was probably late to buy into Restoration Hardware right now, the way the volume's looking. But it's doing, actually working its way in the right direction. Can't argue too much with stock moving in the right direction. Okay, when Okta, who you down here? What's who you doing? Not much. Kodak down 12%. The Postal Service of Photo Companies is down 12% today, after being up 8 billion% the other day. We'll see if these guys do get a secondary pump. Obviously, that was just a bunch of malarkey. Looks like shorting up there would have been a good idea. Usually is. So Tesla kind of stagnating so far this morning, which is fine. We're not going to run every day. RH Docu, yeah, pretty good so far today. Most of our stocks are doing great. We got a vast majority down less than 1%. Only fewer are down over 1%. AMD holding nice up here. Holding very, very nice. Continuation at some stage would kind of be anticipated. Looking really good. Nat Massey. D-Dog, how you doing, D-Dog? D-Dog still in a small consolidation. INMD still trying to get back over its long-term turnaround weekly trend line. There we go. Not too bad though. We do have earnings that could gap them over that. Maybe they open at 38 and rally up to 45 on earnings day. Hold me to that. It's gonna happen. Pays, Tesla, Roku, Peloton. Kind of a good yet lazy morning so far. Apple's up 4%. No wonder the Nasdaq's up 1.2%. Apple, man, crazy. I don't think I've invested in Apple in a very, very long time. What would Apple options look like? I mean, the thing's just ridiculously parabolic at this point. Let's just target 500 because that's the next big round number. Wow. Not bad. Even for November, you're still looking at 80%. This looks like one of those kind of blow off top extensions. Maybe it is going to be done after they 991. No, not your trend line. 8:30. So the end of the month here. So there's 500. That's actually, I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. We just went from 400 to 444 in 2 days. That's actually not too bad. INSG gonna go for it early. So wife and I are contemplating the Tesla purchase. I'm trying to convince her to let me trade our way to a Tesla. We do have some cash, but not enough to buy a Tesla outright, and they're pretty expensive. Most I've ever paid for a car was probably the minivan. That was like 26,000. Well, yeah, that's the general idea, Rob. Wait till the new battery pack comes out. But the idea was, at least for me, is that well, hell, why don't I? He made like 1 billion trading Tesla. Yeah, it's in the Roth though. It's in the Roth IRA. But my whole thesis was, okay, I know how to double accounts now. Let's, because we got about it's a good chunk of change, man. It's like $19,000 that we could put towards it, and I'm like, hmm, with because we could buy you can buy a Model 3 used. Actually, the used Teslas are pretty damn good deals, man. I gotta say, I gotta say. As INSG continues on, 1515 is the high for INSG, so they're going for it this morning. I'm not sure if they're going to have a 20% up day, but looks like they at least want to give it the old college try. Soxel up big today. RH, Peloton, and Peloton kind of getting up there. Yeah, but I was thinking about it. I'm like, I could take that 19,000 and turn that thing into 40,000 in a period of time. I don't know what that period of time would be. It depends on what the market gives us. But like, if I did that, we could essentially buy a Tesla. All right, 1.46 for the Nasdaq, getting close to that high, about 8 points away. We're right there on a Monday too. That would be a good sign if we just rally this entire week. Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, it's convincing my wife though. Convincing my wife. She's she's a little hard-headed sometimes, and she doesn't. I'm like, okay, let's. I'm like, yes, I've had trading losses, but look at all the success we've had in the past. Oh, come on, Rob. Damn it. You weren't even thinking about me. All right, 61, 65. We got it right there. Thanks, Ellie. Gina's 27. Soxel 6. I could buy Tesla with that money and probably buy a Tesla with the profit just from Tesla. At some point, have to get to 3 grand, but all right, is the market gonna take off here? 65. We'll have to see. Stalling a little bit, I think, is normal. Everything's staying good though. Oh, Tesla's kind of expanded up a little bit, back to 1500. Man, look at the tight range coming out of Tesla. This is exactly what it did without the coronavirus pandemic last time, which is a little difficult to ascertain. I mean, we know the market like, I mean, look at this, look at the volume on the way down, really not much at all. It's kind of forced liquidations, I think, and some traders selling off, but it wasn't really moving lower. Yeah, I saw another Tesla target video yesterday. Guys, $100,000 target for Tesla. And believe it or not, the numbers are, they kind of make sense, which is freaking scary. Scary in a good way, but scary nonetheless. So, $1 million. Do it 1 million. Do I hear 2 million? 2 million, 2 million, 2 million. Well, actually, the guy, it was, I don't know if he's going this route. He said something in the past similar to this, but what Elon said in the past is that once they get full self-driving, he says if they can't produce, if they can't find enough robo taxis in certain cities, what they're going to do is just put Tesla robo taxis in those cities that Tesla owns. So the guy was postulating that Tesla stops selling cars altogether and only does robo taxis. And with that, if they keep growing their car manufacturing at 50% on an annualized basis, which is what Elon was projecting, about 40 to 50%, by 2030 they're making 32 million cars a year. And at that stage of the game, with as many robo taxis as they have, they'd be pulling in like $1.6 trillion dollars, and their stock price based on a 30 PE would be like $156,000 per share. So you can see there's a bit of a journey to get there, obviously, but I don't think you can get to 100,000 without a journey like that. $1 trillion. Oh, well, dude, it was like 1.6 trillion in revenue, which I mean, I don't think that takes into a lot of things into account. But dude, he's going to be doing 1 million cars next year. He just announced, if you go back to my lovely Tesla chart, which I'm not going to do, but anyway, at what point will everyone who wants a Tesla has one in sales drop? Well, see that's another question. If these cars are going to last forever, yeah, I mean you're going to buy a car every half as long as you used to. But at that stage, everyone's buying a Tesla because none of the other car companies are even competing. I mean, it's we could literally spend all day on this, and I think it would be worth it. In all honesty, you could spend all days on this to try to figure out you know, possible scenarios in terms of Tesla manufacturing capabilities, in terms of what the market can sustain, which is what the law of large numbers is all about. And I mean, you would reach, you would reach, I think, some very interesting conclusions, in my opinion. Law of caps lock. Is that a thing where you work, Ellie? Law of caps lock? It should be. If it's not, you should implement it immediately. Just absolutely immediately. All right, we've sold off a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. Well, it's fun. See, he said 38 million by 2030 using the 50% growth. I'm like, I don't know if we're going to get to 38 million cars a year. That seems excessive. There is a ceiling where you do start to saturate the market, which is kind of what Rob was talking about. And I don't know what that number is. Okay, let's do it. Not the whole thing, but you know what I'm saying. Car sales worldwide. Global car sales from a peak of 80 million in 2017. So, yeah, there's no way he could do 30. I mean, realistically, 10 million, realistically 10 million annually is pretty good. Funny you say that, Ellie. I have no caps lock button on my keyboard. It's the only button that is not on this keyboard. So I'm ahead of the time. I've been super productive. Um, exactly. That's actually not a joke. I literally have no caps. I'll take a picture and post it at random. I actually have no caps lock button. I don't know why. I think this is the keyboard. So I there's a keyboard that I like. It's a Logitech like K whatever 20 or something. Oh, K740. It's an illuminated like low button keyboard, and I think Rachel having it at work. She's like, yeah. She mentioned it. I'm like, hey, get that for me. So she got it for me because they were getting rid of it or something. Yeah, here I'm posting it. I'm actually gonna post it random right now. That's right. Bam. All right. It's right there for you. Caps lock button gone. Ooh, that's a good idea, Ellie. I'll do that. Ooh, tweet Musk. Yeah, I want. You know what? He probably would like that. Okay, let's do it. Twitter. Go to my Twitter account. All right, post a tweet at Elon. All right, Elon Musk. At Elon Musk. Want me tag you in it, Ellie too? What's your Twitter handle? I'll put it on there. Cause this thing's blowing up. This thing I don't know your Twitter handle. We never like Twitter back and forth, so what is it? There you go. That looks familiar. Ellie Gato. What? Elie. Okay. I'm gonna say that's a hot chick under Ellie Gato without the E. There you go. Eliel. Cool. So what should we say? We should say um, need an extra 10% productivity boost. Is 10% too much? I think 10% is too much. Oh, Elile. Oh, I don't have that. Elile. Gato. Oh, yeah, okay. Cool. Extra 5% productivity boost at Tesla and SpaceX. We're gonna at Tesla and at SpaceX. I can't type. You're sitting here stuck looking at automotive statistics. 3 hours a year. All right, done. And at Boring Company, here we'll tag Boring Company. I'm old and slow, so bear with me. Foreign Company at Neuralink. Need a productivity boost. Whoops, that's too much stuff in there. There's no enter. Eliminate your caps lock key. Ellie calculated. There you go. That's where I'll tag you. Elile gato. It would save 3 hours a year. All right, now I got now I got to take a picture. Ooh, Tesla going down. Maybe this will make him go back up. Watching fire. What fire? How are you watching a fire? All right, bam. Off to the races. Off we go. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, I just had an epiphany. Rob, are you setting these fires? That's not cool, man. That's really not cool. And see, Ellie, I told you something was off about Rob. I told you. Dude's an arsonist. Invest in life insurance companies. Gina's 37%. Wow. Someone's kid got smarter while watching a television program somewhere, and Genius is benefiting from it. NIO up 9%. Almost. Soxel 5.6. I'm really pissed I sold Soxel because I'm a freaking retard. Um, I mean, Peloton's still doing okay. Yeah, I don't know why I exited Soxel. I get why I exited UAL. I don't know why I ever exited Soxel. I'm not good at long-term holding. I would be up so much right now. That's like the story of my trading life. Why Randy does not have $1 million in his account. Because I do stupid shit like exit great trades way early. Let's see where I got out of Soxel. Let's go look at that trade so I can beat myself up about it. I mean, that was one of our epic fill trades that I did. And stupid. All right, there we go. Oh, it's only September? No, that's a different one I did. I tried to get back in the trade, it didn't work out. I know the stupid thing would be up like freaking 2,000% by now. I think what my target. Oh yeah, see, fuck. I'm an idiot. So, so I made excellent money on Soxel, but not near my target, and I don't know, man. It's so hard to know which ones are going to go the distance. This one is almost gone straight up. Trying to find my purchase. Gosh, I gotta to 11. Oh, I don't know about that. It's not enough right now. Here we go. Okay, so I bought Soxel just to beat myself up. And I've looked at this trade afterwards, and it's only going to make like 30% if I buy it here. My target was 300, and I bought it. Huh, stupid. Yeah, and this was just I only bought one. See, this is why I only bought one contract. I should have. Anyway, um, was it 4.6? So down here somewhere, right there is where I bought Soxel, and I bought it the 95 strike price for $42. So, yeah, that's ridiculous. I feel like a complete idiot. So I bought that for 42, so I'd be at 400% right now. I closed it out at like 92 bucks. So it was a 100% trade, should have been a 400% trade. I guess not the end of the world. Not nearly as bad as it was in my head. I'd rather take NIO over Genus personally, Rob, if you're looking at one. I'd rather do an NIO trade. Oh yeah, Soxa looks great. I even just bought Soxel, just the thing, but yeah, so 300 is 25% higher. It's looking like we're going to get up there, which is pretty crazy. NASDAQ 3.5 instead of 6.7, so we're down a little bit. No, we're not buying Soxel. I was recounting my stupid trade and how I exited Soxel way too early, which is my typical flaw these days. It's take profits too early, take profits too late. I just can't win. Just can't win. I've had some rest. RH was probably my most like spot on trade this year. UAL exited late. I guess Tesla probably would be good too. I exited a little bit early on one, a little bit late on another. You know, you can't win them all. I'm beating myself up for nothing. Peloton, and where's DocU? Right next to Peloton. So these guys are, I like the way these guys are looking right now. DocU's looking a little better than Peloton, but Peloton not bad. I think it start walking up at the stage, which would be good. Double AXN. Ooh, on a pullback situation. Not too bad right there. Looks like 200-day moving average did undercut the 50-day. There's Nikola, which looks like Genus. Looks like the same chart. Not too bad. Roku long-term turnaround breakout. This one could be good. This ARK Investment. I was actually reading an article last night that ARK Investment um, has like record inflows because they've been so loud on Tesla for so long, and they've been pretty much right. Um, Roku's like their eighth largest position. I think they only have 15 positions or something like that. I'd love to run a hedge fund like that. Ellie, you're in Silicon Valley. Go get us some hedge fund money so we can do work. Let's just do stock work. Beats real work. Market cap versus share price on NIO yet? Um, you just ordered a dishwasher. So happy. What's her name? Barach. Oh, yes. Okay. Apparently, RTX voice doesn't think my laugh is actually my laugh because it chops it up. But that was my joke for the day. That was a pretty good one. I don't do real work, Randy. This is true. To a point, I don't actually do real work. I used to do real work. NIO 10%. Bam. Look, great volume on NIO this morning. What's our daily look like so far? We're at 39 million yesterday. Friday was 61 million. So we're super heavy volume on NIO. I think this thing could oh, maybe it's looking like it wants to start to pick up. Pocket pivot. Is it on the table? Is it? We have a big red day right there. It looks like it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, we could pocket pivot on NIO today, which would make it tremendous amount higher, probably. Next question is there a trade on it? Is the next question. And I'm assuming you're expecting this to go higher if we draw some pi method trend lines on this. Yeah, talking about pi method on stocks are a little bit difficult. This looks like a freaking crypto. I've charted this 100 times before. Yeah, so there's your intermediate term trend line. This looks a lot like um, EOS. I want to say EOS, kind of early 2019, circa early 2019. It's going to be some resistance here at the 13 and a half, and we're at 13.25. So if you look at this, you're up at 20 bucks by November, which obviously isn't going to be very good. That's not too bad. There's a potential there. We're at 13.25, so your break even, not too bad. 13.80 for 129% trade. That's for 918. Huh. That's not too bad. Okay, not bad at all. Get rid of that one, get rid of that one. Get rid of that one, get rid of that one, get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of Huya. AMD is already gone. Screw you, AMD. And Polaris. Looks like I was eyeballing a Polaris trade at some stage. Oh yeah, beautiful. Still looks pretty good. Ah, come on. Yeah, so Polaris not too bad right there. Looks like target of 130, so it is that trend line right there. That takes that to 918. Um, 115. And now that's a 426% trade. Wow. Seems aggressive. 117 is your break-even point on that, so it's a little aggressive. Why is it my weekly chart? There we go. I unclicked my chart. Look at that week though. Look at that volume. That looks like a pretty high probability trade. That one's not too bad. Let's see if Musk has picked up my tweet. What the hell? Oh, where'd my tweet go? I don't see it. Oh, it went on the wrong account. Shit. No, it says it's the right account. Is my tweet? Oh, I'm sure my tweet's on there. Yeah, I was thinking hacked too. It doesn't look like I've been hacked, but maybe I should change a password just because. Yeah, I don't think my tweet went on there. What the hell? Microsoft says it will pursue talks to buy TikTok in the US after consulting President Trump. Well, I guess they're thinking if it's in TikTok, they're going to cut China out of the picture. Maybe that's probably what's going to happen. Gina's 30%. NIO continuing upward. NASDAQ, not quite the same trajectory. Peloton's up 4%. Tesla's getting up 4%. You got Docu doing pretty good. All right, NIO extending up at this stage. That's pretty good. All right, NIO, what are you gonna do here, bud? You gonna go on a jaunt up there towards 20, or are you gonna stall at 16? Hmm. Genus 29. INSG finally coming down. RH not. Wow, look at that. Moving RH. That's a little more impressive. Of course, my options expired. RH doing good stuff. Taking a sweet ass time though. There you go. Maybe now it's gonna go. What did I have? 382. AMD? Oh, I don't even know, man. Just hold that thing if you got stocks. No, I think it's good, man. It's not tanking now, is it? I mean, it was holding nice. Yeah, we looked at it already. It's nice. No, man, just hold that. Nothing wrong with that. Zero wrong with that. I don't know. Your 10-day is still way down here. I mean, it could consolidate till the 10-day catches up. But I mean, it's up to you if you want to try to exit. But I mean, the position's fantastic. So no, just hold it. Nothing to do there. That's right. What? Never listen to myself. Still don't listen to myself. Is that 381? Let's do 381. That's fine. Hmm. All right, Peloton's back up towards the highs. DocuSign's up here too. Good, good. Soxel, RH, INSG pulling in. They got earnings coming up really soon though. 8-5, so a couple days. Tesla up almost 5%, back up at 15. It's a pretty good looking consolidation. It's wearing off that topping candle very, very nicely. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get that pullback to 1,000. I mean, when you look at the numbers on Tesla, it's ridiculous. Still looking good. Really on the fence here about some of these guys. Okay, there's our 50-day back at the 1170. There's our 20-day. There's our 10-day. So we're short term bearish, but you know, we really haven't moved lower. We had like this one doji bottom. It's almost the textbook definition of a doji. Yeah, so it's funny. The sellers have control here in the fact that they're not buying the bejesus out of it, but it's just stable. Super, super stable. All right, I'm going. All right, it's Tesla the rest of the day today. There's no avoiding it in a lot of circumstances these days. Okay, so now I'm thinking back to kind of traditional Randy here. So I guess the question is the next stop 3,500. That would be about a double from here. Um, Giga Berlin and Texas are going to be on the heels of each other. So they say Fremont's going to be doing about a half a million, 400 to half a million vehicles. Um, I think he tweeted that Fremont could manufacture up to 1 million vehicles per year, says Musk, following an announcement it plans to double its total production output to 500,000 and 1 million in 2020. Oh, that's an old one. Now, there was something he posted recently. Uh, hmm. All right, okay. Well, let's go to Twitter, I guess. Yeah, I thought it was a tweet. He says installing equipment to bring Fremont up to 400,000 to 500,000 dollars or cars a year. Yeah, Starship serial number 5 just completed full duration static fire 150-meter hop soon. That's gonna be awesome. They better live stream that. I'm watching that. I think the astronauts were supposed to splash down yesterday. Did that ever happen? Total eclipse of the heart. Retweet. That's hilarious. Where is it at? Crap. Anyway, all right. Um. All right. So Shanghai's on the go. They're building a Model Y Gigafactory now. So they don't have a Model 3 Gigafactory. They're building a Model Y Gigafactory. So they'll kind of have two Gigafactories in the same complex. Not to mention, they bought apparently 4 times more land in Texas than they did in Shanghai. So Texas is going to be probably it's going to have also 3 or 4 gigafactories on it. One for semi, one for um, one for Model 3, Model Y for the East Coast, and then one for Cybertruck. So they're going to have probably several gigafactories. They're calling it a gigafactory, but if Shanghai has any indication, it's going to be several gigafactories that they can just start building. I don't know. Let's look at Texas progress. Yes, they start work on, yeah, about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago. There you go. 4K video. Freaking crazy. Day three. I wish they'd have scales on here about how big the buildings are. So I think they're probably going to be building. Yeah, see, that's it's pretty big. Day 10. Oh, solar panels on the roof right there. That's a big plot of land. Wonder what real estate prices just did in that in that part of the country. House next to the Gigafactory. $10 million. There you go. Something like that. That is a power pole. You can see the shadow. That looks like about a 45-degree angle. So one, two, about 4 of those, maybe five. Yeah, about 4 of those. So if they're going to go this way, they're going to go this way. Yeah, right, Rob? Well, whoever it is, they got their ass whooped because they're working 24/7. Everyone's like, "We got the Tesla contract." Ah, shit. And we can't see Christmas. Oh no. If they were here, my wife would know. But yeah. So you can look at Shanghai. So they're doing an expansion back in full swing. Okay, yeah. So existing buildings, and there's the new expansion right there. So that's, I believe, a Model Y. So that's a Model 3 factory. I don't know what that is. And then this is the Model Y factory, from my understanding. I don't know if that's Tesla or not, but Look how much crap they have crammed into that space. And then you look at Texas. I'm not sure if the scale's the same. You can look at a car maybe. How is this 4 times much more land? Maybe they're only grading out enough for 1 gig. Because that's what I'm saying. This looks like 1 gigafactory. So Shanghai, they're already gonna be, yeah. The Tesla one? I'm sorry, the which one? There's actually a graph. Oh, here it is. I think that's an old one though. So you got Model S and X at 90,000, Model 3 and Y at 400,000. Shanghai is 200,000. Then they're going to do Model Y, which is under construction. Berlin's in development. US factories in development. They probably could change to under construction right now. And they're also going to do semi truck. So actually, the Gigafactory in Tesla, the Tesla bought in Texas, is like 2,000 acres. So Giga Shanghai is about 500 acres or something. Oh, 210 acres. Hold on. The Shanghai regional government approved agreement to build production facility. A long-term lease was signed for about 210 acres for Shanghai. The Texas one is much bigger. 1,500 acres. So they got 1,500 acres. That is absolutely massive. So that's what they're doing with 210 acres apparently. And so they're going to have 5, 6, 7 times the capacity in Texas. So if this is 210 acres, let's not count this. Let's just go like this, like right here. If that's 210 acres, they got freaking the whole everything you see here in Texas. So this is only a glimpse. That video was only just a glimpse. Giga Texas land. Oh, here we go. Oh, May housed the Gigafactory. 1,400 acres, so they got more than that. Yeah, so they're just working on this right here. I don't know what they're. So yeah, it looks like they're just working on this. And they have like 5 more gigafactories. Crazy. Hutto, Texas? What's in Hutto, Texas? Let's look at Zillow. Just start buying land in Hutto, Texas. Actually, pretty normalized prices. This is a little cheap compared to Arizona, but nothing too bad. Oh, where is Texas Gigafactory? Yeah, thanks. On the map. Tesla Terra factory appears on Google Maps. Really? Terra factory? There's Austin. Okay. 4 to 5 million square foot plant. Could commence as soon as October. It's August. God, they move quick. All right, so where's okay, so there's Austin. So that I think it's right here. So bunch of new bunch of homes over there. There you go, 220,000, 1,500 square feet. Why does it flood there often? Why is your house 6 feet off the ground? It's on a 100-year floodplain. Okay. Tear down her income property. Love it. All right. Well, that was fruitless. I'll have to do some of that later, I guess, if I really feel like it. But yeah, so they're going to be having so they're doing what? 400,000 cars a year? Yeah, 367,000 cars. So yeah, they should easily I think yeah, they're going to grow more than 50% a year right now. So it made 102,000, delivered at 88,000. Toyota sold 10.7 million. I think that's their target is 10 million for Tesla. 10 million vehicles per year. I think that's their target. Yeah, so if they're going to be doing, let's say 400,000, let's say they can well, let's be a little more conservative on that. Let's say they can do 300,000 vehicles a year per gigafactory. They got Fremont, they have Shanghai, right? So that's 300,000. Should be a little bit more. They're gonna have Texas, which would be 300,000. And so that's 21. So that's a million vehicles right there. So then essentially for every three gigafactories they build, they're going to be doing a million vehicles. So 2 to 3 gigafactories equals a million vehicles. So they need 20 to think about 30, between 20 and 30 to get to 10 million. Hi, bud. How you doing? You okay? Good morning. What's that? Remember what? Bow making? Yeah, you want to do bow making? We'll work on it. Kid wants to make bows. So yeah, I guess the question, like, what are future gigafactory plans? I'm gonna go here in a bit, guys. Not that we're doing anything anyways. All right, let's go take a look at the market. We don't need to look at this crap anymore. Too much crap. All right, so markets pulled back a little bit. 11.011, 11.067 was the high. Looks like everything kind of taking a pause. Peloton still seems to be in an upward direction. RH taking a little bit of a pause, which is fine. And NIO coming down. Nikola going up. So I'm gonna do some work on Tesla. Not that I'll be able to get anywhere, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, cool stuff for the upcoming 10 years, man. Absolutely cool stuff. I'm gonna get out of here. Kids are starting to get up. Have a good day. I'm sure I bored you to death. Is anyone even left on the stream? Let's see. I think I bored everyone to death. Yep, bored everyone to death. All right, Rob, you're still hanging out. Thanks, buddy. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe out there. Shouldn't have sold socks. All right, bye.